Tucker. I was watching Tucker interview Tate.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my I got to listen to Tate. This is the first time I listened to any of Tate's stuff
Mm-hmm.
deeply. Um, I think what the one thing that struck me as about him, like talking about himself, like I'm the most Google man in the world and shit like that, all that type shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's one thing that struck out to me. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know. Some people are like that. I'm not like that, but some people like talking about themselves you know, um, and basking in their own greatness and stuff like that. But it was a good interview. But one of the things he was saying, he was talking about earlier, like about Disney, you're paying to brainwash yourself. Um, Tate was like, you're going to get brainwashed by somebody, but you want to get brainwashed by, you know, people that care about you. Like you're always going to take in something that affects your mind and shit like that. But he had a great point about that. That's pretty true. Um, but it was a decent interview. But I was just like, I don't know. He seems full of himself. I don't know what else to say. But he was going off about how how they might have he don't he kind of thinks that they took him down because he was teaching men how to be men and shit like that. He was being a man and shit like that. But that's neither here nor there.
No, they took his ass down because he had fucking snitched on himself. And then he started coming at Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, he said the charges were he was coercing women to make videos to make money on TikTok.
Yeah, didn't he sell courses doing that shit?
I don't find it.
He had the OnlyFans. He had the OnlyFans pimpology courses and shit.
Um,
You know what I mean? He admittedly was involved in sex trafficking. I ain't saying human trafficking, but it was definitely sex trafficking. Um, to his own admission. To his own admission. But everybody liked it. Everybody bought his courses and shit. He signed up for for whatever. But I think he was fine until he came at Greta. Once he came at Greta, it was like the next day the feds was knocking at his door.
but he says himself he's going to be a climate. He describes himself as a climate change activist now.
Who?
Hey,
He's a what?
a climate change activist.
Based upon what definition?
Because the more money you got, the bigger jets you fly.
Yeah.
Those are the people that do all the climate change activists. When they fly in their jets, they go to Geneva and shit like that. They get off the plane and say, "Hey, man, y'all got to save money. Y'all got to stop driving cars and shit like that. Y'all got to stop burning all this
Fossil fuels.
fossil fuel." And then get back in their jet and go back to their mansion. That's the new grift. If you grifting climate, if you grifting climate change activists, you got money. You got that real Skrilla. Because
Yeah.
only real Skrilla do the climate change stuff.